You've probably heard claims that Colorado is losing businesses, but like most economic stories, the reality is more nuanced. Some companies are leaving or relocating, but it's happening for a mix of reasons, not just one. Let's start with the biggest driver: costs. Over the past decade, places like Denver and Boulder have seen significant increases in housing costs, commercial rent, and wages. That's great for growth and demand, but it raises the cost of doing business. For smaller companies especially, higher rent and labor costs can push them to consider lower-cost states. Second is labor and workforce dynamics. Colorado has a strong, educated workforce, but companies still face tight labor markets in certain industries. When wages rise quickly and hiring becomes competitive, some businesses, particularly in manufacturing or logistics, look to relocate to areas where labor is more available or less expensive. Third, there's regulation and policy environment. Colorado has passed a number of labor, environmental, and consumer protection laws in recent years. Supporters argue these improve quality of life and worker protections. Critics argue they increase compliance costs and complexity for businesses. Depending on the industry, those added requirements can influence relocation decisions. Fourth is tax structure and incentives. Colorado's taxes are not the highest in the country, but some other states, like Texas or Florida, actively compete for businesses with aggressive tax incentives, lower corporate taxes, or fewer regulatory hurdles. When companies compare options, those differences can tip the scale. Fifth, there's a post-pandemic shift in how companies think about location. Remote work has changed everything. Companies are less tied to a single headquarters location. That means they're more willing to move or expand in lower-cost regions without losing access to talent. Now, here's the important counterpoint. Colorado is not collapsing economically. It still attracts startups, tech companies, and outdoor lifestyle brands. Population growth has been strong. Venture capital investment remains active. In fact, some sectors are still growing, especially technology, renewable energy, and recreation-related businesses. So, what's really happening? It's more accurate to say Colorado is going through a rebalancing. Some businesses, especially cost-sensitive ones, are leaving or expanding elsewhere. At the same time, other businesses, particularly higher margin or lifestyle-aligned companies, continue to move in. In simple terms, Colorado isn't just losing businesses, it's becoming more expensive and competitive, which pushes some companies out while attracting others that can afford or benefit from that environment.